Hello everyone, Nubkex here. Welcome back to Nub's Journey. Actually, no. Oh my god, I got it wrong. No, it's not welcome back. Welcome to Nub's Journey. This is the first video because I think this is one of the first big questions you're going to have when you start off the game. So we're going to be breaking it down. But yeah, look, this is a brand new channel. We're going to be covering, obviously, AFK Journey on this channel, which is going to be a ton of fun. I did do a big stream yesterday on my main channel, Nub Raids, where we played the game for the first time and we played through. So go check that out if you're interested. My dog is over here going crazy, so sorry about that. That's a if you've watched my Nub Raids videos, you know that's the standard thing. The dog disrupting videos. Yeah, I need to like verify the channel to link stuff in the description, so I can't link that stream directly to you. But if you search Nub Raids, you'll find the stream very quickly. But look, let's dive into the actual topic of today's video now that I've said hello. Is it worth going for Vala? And what is going on right here? So you've got basically these two options. You'll unlock them pretty soon. So the epic recruitment, that is its own thing, right? And that's great. These are much more rare. It's sort of more equivalent to, let's say, sacred shards in raid. But with your gems, you've got the opportunity to buy. It was actually not quite clear here, but for a slight discount for 2,700 gems, you can buy 10 summons on the all-hero recruitment, or for no 10% discounts over the full 3,000 price, you can summon on the rate up recruitment banner. What is the difference? Well, obviously, on the regular all-hero recruitment, we've got a 2% chance to get a S-level hero, a 22.5% for an A-level hero, and then the rest is sort of split amongst faction-based acorns. When we jump over to the rate up banner, our chance to get an S-level hero goes up to 3%, but it will only be the rate up hero. Our chance to get an A-level hero actually goes down pretty substantially to only 10%. But then with the acorns, you can actually be getting Omni acorns instead of faction acorns. And that actually does make a big difference. Probably not in the early game, but I think as you go further, it will make a big difference. So yeah, let's break it down. Let's talk about Vala. In fact, let me jump in and let's show you a quick fight with Vala, because I think we're beside one. We won't level heroes up. Let's just see if we can actually fight this one yet. Day one, we're still progressing through. So here's Vala over here. She's a rogue, so she's actually pretty cool. She starts off in ranged mode at the start of the fight. She'll mark an enemy and she'll actually be stealing energy off of them. Bam, that's one type of her ultimate. She's going to do a ranged attack. She can also switch into a sword mode. So on enemies that are against 50% health, she'll actually zoom in and she'll attempt to execute them and then start ripping apart the backline, which is pretty cool. We'll look at her full kit, but just to give you an idea here, I will tell you right now, she gets a lot stronger, I think at level 51, and I think it's 111 specifically. But if we look at the damage dealt right here, she's actually pretty comparable to Cessia. In this particular fight, so quite similar. That's what's going on, really. So she's not going to be like crazy OP, the strongest thing ever, but she is very strong. So let me show you why I'm saying, by the way, that she gets a lot stronger at 50 and 51. Let's break that down first. So here's why. At level 2, she switches basically between her gun mode and her sword mode. At level, I think it's 52 when we got this, 51 when we got this. In her gun mode, Sky Blaster, she does 40% more damage to enemies with HP higher than 50%. 40% more damage. At level 111, it will upgrade her sword mode to do additional damage to enemies lower than 50%, and it'll be equal to 10% of their lost hit points, up to 300% of her attack. So these two things are massive damage boosts. Like, I first got her, and we didn't have level 2 of this mode unlocked. I put her into a couple of fights. I was like, wow, her damage is really bad. What is going on? Well, when we got her up on the Sky Blaster mode, she's basically started doing about 40% more damage, right? Which was pretty big. So that's what she's doing. She's switching between these modes. She does good damage. She does the stun, which is nice. Or she will switch into sword mode, dive into melee, and start doing lots of damage. She marks the furthest enemy when the battle starts, which is cool, and she will attack them in priority. So this makes her really strong as that rogue. You'll be firing all that single target damage into the target that you have marked, and you can adjust the positioning and stuff to move that mark around when you're attacking in the arena. target who you want, or in the story battles anywhere. So she's very good for taking out and limiting the energy of one of the most dangerous characters that's on the back line, which might be difficult for you to do otherwise, which is cool. And then she'll move it around when she kills somebody. With her skill that you get pretty early on, she can do an anesthetic bullet, which will reduce haste. Nice. Or she'll do a bunch of sword strikes, which will do lots of damage. She gets pretty darn strong then with the higher levels of Ascension. So this is where this rate up banner, like even just one copy for is pretty good, right? You throw her in one copy, she's going to be doing great. That's basically what I have right now, and it's not too expensive. The reason to keep going and to try get multiple copies, she does get a lot stronger at higher levels. So with Hero Focus, she gets more attack and bonus attack every time a non-summoned enemy is defeated, so she can kind of snowball a little bit. I think her Mythic +1 Night Maneuver is really strong. When a marked enemy is defeated, which is sort of her whole thing, she will hide in darkness and can only be targeted after all other allies are defeated. It will give her 60% move speed and 80 haste for 10 seconds as well, which is, yeah, this is really, really good, this sort of exclusive equipment move. That's really powerful. At Supreme Plus, she does more damage to marked enemies. But yeah, I think that Mythic Plus tier is really strong, but it's obviously super, super expensive to get there. I will say, I personally, this is the team I'm using right now, guys, by the way. I do find the Light Bearers to be really strong early game. I got Rowan as my first healer, and he is a great, great, great early game healer. Oren is also fantastic as a pseudo tank. He's doing decent damage. He's doing decent tanking. He's keeping us alive. He is fantastic. Vala fits in really well in this faction to being like your sort of main damage dealer for Light Bearers. So I think that's going to be really useful. It's also going to tie in well into the future. Now, I'm not actually sure where we can check, but I believe that the Light Bearers are weak, unfortunately, to the Graveborn, which means that if we go to Arena, maybe actually we can go to, let's summon on the banner. I think we got enough gems. Oh no, we're slightly short. No, we're slightly short. That's okay. Well, we can't summon on it right now. That's unfortunate, but let me see. If we go to Arena, maybe my formation, I can see it. Is this the fastest way to do it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So as you can see right here in the faction strategies, they're weak, unfortunately, for Arena. This is something to bear in mind early game. Light Bearers are weak to Graveborn, and everybody gets Sassia and is using Sassia here at the start. And Thoran is probably most people's most wanted guy as well. So in Arena, it's going to be a little bit weaker. But she can still like dive in on the back line, take out a Smokey and Mirky perhaps, all that sort of stuff. I do think she's got good potential for it. So for me, I am actually going for this banner, which, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going for it. I'm going to try get as much of her as I can. Obviously, the amount of times you can get her depends on your highest tier. So be careful not to go crazy summoning if you don't have that higher max tier. And just to touch on, I think the final point I was mentioning about the acorns. I think this is important as well, and something to consider for these rate up banners in the future is that if we're summoning on the regular all hero recruitment, we're obviously going to be getting champions from all sorts of factions, and we're going to be getting all sorts of faction acorns. So we're sort of spreading our power fairly level, which is also fine early game, right? But as you go later in the game, if you're trying to progress a certain faction or level up multiple heroes of the same faction, like if I want to level up Vala and Rowan, I'm going to be really short of Light Bearer faction acorns. It's really going to hold me back. And there's a lot of, I think the Light Bearers in particular are really good, right? I think these A levels are really good. I think Rowan's really good. I think Vala's good. That's a lot of Light Bearers to want to level up. There's a lot of good Maulers as well to level up to. I mean, there's a lot of good factions in general, but these Omni Acorns can be very helpful for trying to power up one particular faction. So like if I'm kind of liking Light Bearers the best right now. If I'm like, I want to build a Light Bearer team, these Omni Acorns become super valuable because I'm not going to have enough Light Bearer Acorn from doing the regular banners. So that's something to consider too. You do get these Omni Acorns as well from your epic recruitment. So that's sort of what's going on over there. So yeah, look, that's basically it. That's breaking down, hopefully, most of the stuff that's going on there. Hopefully that was sort of helpful. But yeah, I do think getting one copy of her is pretty good. I believe she will come back to the all-hero recruitment after, but obviously these rate-up banners are going to be really important, I think, moving forwards to really focus your resources into really powering up a specific hero. So I think don't even worry about it. If you're not confident about going for Vala, you're not confident about it, don't do it. That's totally fine. And just so get a feel for all the heroes, get them all unlocked, you know, play them, try them all out, figure out what factions you want to focus on, learn more about the game. But I do think these raid up banners are going to be the thing going forwards. Because, you know, you're not going to be using all the heroes. You're only going to be using specific ones. So I think, you know, when it comes down to it, like, let's say hypothetically that they did a Thorin banner at some point. That'll be really good. You go, okay, man, Thorin, he's super strong in multiple areas. I want to get him as powerful as possible. He's going to be in so many teams. And that's really focusing my resources in on an individual unit. That's really good. I don't think Vala is as universal, but I think she's strong for Arena. She's just strong in general. So, yeah, I think she's definitely worth getting one copy of. And then it's up to you if you're going to go for more. I'm going to go for more, and we'll see how it pays off. It's a bit of an experiment. We'll see. But listen, thank you for watching. I hope this was interesting and helpful. Let me know, have you gone for Vala? Do you like her or not? For me, I'm a Lightbearer fan, so I'm going in. But yeah, let me know what you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, remember, new channel, of course. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's a new channel. It's Nub's Journey. I've been having a ton of fun with this game when I played it a bit on the beta, and I've been having a ton of fun now that it's live. So, gonna be looking forward to doing more in the future. So yeah, see you guys soon for more. Goodbye.